The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
Nice, solid opening hole right there.
As we check the leaderboard, our featured player is in second place. This hole is a par 4.
Just a layup off the tee with a long iron, maybe a hybrid. The second shot straight up the hill, blind second shot. Getting it close is nearly impossible.
That's a really nice shot. This is about a 120-yard shot. This one is looking good. Target practice with these approach shots, just like that. This is a 6-footer. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and our featured player is tied for first place with Sahith Theegala.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Going with pitching wedge here. That's a great approach shot into this third green, and now a birdie putt coming up. Okay, back-to-back birdies on the scorecard.
Gotta like it. Get 2 in a row.
Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
I don't know about this one. That's a tough one to swallow.
I tell you what, from the rough, nice.
That was really well played. How about this birdie putt? How did that not go in? And just a tap in left for par. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead.
We skip across to the 5th tee, Rich, the last of the holes that are built into the sand dunes.
Yeah, it's just around 195 yards, and there's a narrow sliver of green on the front right where it's really difficult to get the ball close. But if the pin's up top left, you got a good opportunity to hit it within 15, 20 feet and have a birdie opportunity.
And he's down there. You got a read?
The only movement in this putt is by the hole, and it's to the right.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And it's a one-stroke par for our leader over the field. All right, as we leave the sand dunes, we start to head back towards Del Monte Forest. This 6th hole really sets the tone for the final 13 here.
Could be the hardest hole on this golf course, Luke. Straight uphill the entire way. The second shot always plays at least one club, if not 2 clubs longer.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Lining this putt up from a fair distance. And this one is for his par. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next.
Out to the 7th hole.
Find the fairway, and the decision now gets interesting. Do I go for it and try and avoid the water on the left-hand side, or missing it out to the right, we have an impossible chip to a green that severely slopes from right to left?
That is going to work. The club choice is a 6-iron. Those shots all day have been working. Another one hits the green.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
And just to clean up this birdie. Okay, let's take a quick look at the leaderboard with Sahith Theegala out in front. Over to number 8, it's a par 4.
Narrow opening up there on the fairway. Trees both left and right, and this fairway cambers significantly from left to right. Second shot straight up the hill. A very tough par 4 indeed.
Let's go down to Henny.
And from about 105 yards, this one's looking pretty good.
Really well done. 5 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, almost. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead. Going and going and going.
This appears to be a safe shot. There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. 5 feet remain.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
Another birdie on the scorecard. That's 4 for the day. Let's take a look at the updated leaderboard, and Sahith Theegala has a one-shot advantage. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
That's a good one to build momentum on. This putt just outside 10 feet. We've got it at 11 feet to the cup.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Well, that one was a bit firm. Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole. In between holes, we take a look at the leaderboard. He is in second with Sahith Theegala out in front.
Oh, well played. This is his second shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Always nice to have a birdie putt. And that should secure the par on this one. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The second 9 at Spyglass Hill has some wonderful par 3s. Let's start with the 12th.
And this one just begs you to try and knock it in there close. But that water comes in closer on the left-hand side than you can possibly imagine. Bail out to the right, take your par, and move on.
And that putt will end up short. It's just about 3 feet away. And before we move to the next hole, it is Sahith Theegala leading this tournament. The 13th, Rich, another one of these brutally strong par 4s.
It is. Just like the 6th, you got to avoid the bunkers that are dotting this fairway, and the second shot is straight up the hill, and it plays at least 2 clubs longer.
Opting for the 9-iron. Well, Take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Just 2 shots back after that hole.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Quality shot, that one. Second shot here on the 14th hole. Oh, I love the look of that. Couple back, Rich, and had the courage to get after it.
Couldn't come at a more opportune time as well. Currently 2 back. Make the eagle, tie for the lead.
And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
To 15, it's a par 3.
Nice hole, the last one, coming off that eagle. Let's see what's in store for us now.
This one's going right there. Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here. Well, you think about the big moments in a final round. This is one of them.
I really hope this one drops for him.
And a tap in left for par. Now that that hole is complete, Sahith Theegala's lead is 1. Second shot on the 16th hole. What a beautiful leave right there. This putt to move into a share of first place.
And could use it with only 2 holes remaining.
Oh. He's got this one for par. Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity.
And that would have tied the lead for this player. Disappointing to say the least.
Let's see where this one finishes. It's going to be close. The ball settles just off the fairway. This putt from 4 feet.
I really hope this one drops for him.
Another birdie. 6 of them on the day. Let's update the leaderboard for you, and you see 2 names at the top, our featured player and Sahith Theegala.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
This is looking really nice off the tee. No time for nerves right now. This one has to be close, and then a birdie would get into a playoff. That's a remarkable approach, and now a birdie putt at 18.
And a fin.
The putt drops, and we're headed to a playoff. Well, Rich, here we go. It's time for a sudden death playoff.
Cannot wait. Was not ready to go away yet. Loving the action.
No margin for error here. One bad shot, and you're going home.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. I cannot wait.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be on the green.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
This one is breaking left to right.
He's got it. And the playoff is over. We have a champion.
How about that putt to finish it off? Congratulations.
You always got the nerves in a sudden death playoff, but our featured player pulls it out.
Making quick work in this playoff, getting the win on the first extra hole.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our extended coverage of this week.